Hello, everyone. So we're returning to the main room for the next session, which is we're going to start closing our event. And first, we're going to go to hearing from some of our partners. And I wanted to invite our co-convener, Dr. Frank Ebenezer, to start and present to us. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Alice, and thank you very much to all the panelists and all the participants for having been here for the last 2 days, for these 2 days. It is such wonderful. We are really happy that we have been able to have the celebration of our 25 years. We thought it would not be possible, but finally it is possible, and this is great. Yeah, so now this is a partners session which we are going to have. And we have a lot of partners, but we have to give great thanks to the Greens Group in the European Parliament and the Green Institute in Australia, who have helped in funding this event. The Green groups will not be able to come to this session because they were able to speak yesterday and they will have something going on in Parliament. So next to we'll have the Green European Foundation, which will be represented by Alice. Alice, the floor is yours.
Thanks a lot, Frank, and lovely to see some familiar and new faces. Thank you so much for inviting us as partners. It's a real pleasure to be here on behalf of the Green European Foundation. As many of you know, we are the European political foundation that is affiliated with the Green Group in the European Parliament. And our work focuses on political ecology education through training, debate, development of ideas, but also operating at the intersection between green political movements and civil society and activism. And on a personal note, I want to begin with a moment of gratitude because, like many on this call, my own journey into the green movement was shaped by Global Greens and Global Young Greens. Starting at the 2017 Global Greens Congress in Liverpool. And I just want to say that these networks are not just organizations, but they're really spaces of encounter, spaces in which difference is not a barrier, but it is also a strength, and where people come together from across continents to learn, to challenge each other, and to really build something that is bigger than simply just themselves. And I think that's an experience that really stays with you. It challenges how you see the world, and it also helps you believe what is possible. And that brings me to today, because we're really marking 25 years of Global Greens. That's a quarter of a century of persistence, of imagination, and of courage. And also 25 years of carving out a political space that many said did not exist, and 25 years of proving time and time again that alternatives are not only necessary, but they are also possible. But I also want to be honest, because the landscape in which we currently operate is absolutely not an easy one. We're facing a moment of deep ecological crisis, of geopolitical turmoil, of technological capture. And it's really shaping the very ways in which citizens engage with the world, engage with political movements, and engage with democracy. And this is a very stark and very different world to that of 25 years ago. And I think it also calls for a need for fresh thinking, for bold ideas, and for new alliances as well. And it's also why political education matters so deeply, because education is really our tool to prepare people both for life, but also through life as well. And it's about empowerment. It's about giving people the tools to really understand complexity, to navigate uncertainty, but also to act with purpose. And it's also about training the leaders of tomorrow, not only those who will hold office, but who will also organize, mobilize, and inspire. And that is why within education, I believe lies perhaps the Greens' greatest hope. We're at the midpoint of a very decisive decade. Many Green parties are actually approaching the 50th year of their existence. And this is a real moment for reflection, but also for reinvention, because the answer also cannot come from only within our circles. And I think if there's one lesson from Global Greens, it really is the power of connection. It's the power of working across borders, it's the power of working across sectors, and it's the power of working across movements. Because the challenges that we face are intrinsically connected, and so must be our response as well. We have achieved a great deal together over 25 years. I think that's really work that we need to recognize, cherish, and carry forward. But it's also a moment to look honestly at where we are and where we have fallen short, and where we must change our approach to really meet the current and the future challenges as well. I think that we need stronger bridges between political parties and civil society organizations, stronger parties between institutions and activists, and stronger parties between generations. We really need to invest in people, in their capacity to lead, to think critically, to act collectively. And I think we can celebrate this 25 years of Global Greens, not only looking back with pride, but also looking forward with determination. And so, as we face a world in flux, let us really continue to build a politics that offers not just critique, but also hope. Because the truth is, Greens were never truly meant to fit comfortably into the system, but they were meant to change it. And so after 25 years, that work is far from over, and this is really only just the beginning. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you very much, Alice, and remember your great work at our Congress in Liverpool. Thank you for the great effort and also for this presentation. So next we are going to have the Green Institute from Australia, and I think they have a video to play.
Hey, there's a couple of things I learned from my time in Parliament. One, Labor and the Liberals really do just work with the same big corporations. No matter who's in charge, corporate profits go up and your life gets harder. Number two, this corporate and political establishment, well, they're not as big and powerful as they want you to believe. They trade on our lack of hope. They don't just want you to give up, they need you to give up. And right now, it feels like they're winning. If we want to win a better future, then we need to start fighting back. And it starts with building a bigger movement. It's why this year I've decided to take on the role of director of the Green Institute. We're relaunching the Institute with a new mission to help build the movement needed to replace establishment politics. And we have a plan to get there. First, rather than corporate polling and focus groups, I have a big radical idea. We need to go and actually talk to people about the pressures in their lives and ask them what they need to flourish, not just survive. And we're going to need your help with that. Then we need policies and a broader vision that actually speaks to the hopes, desires and needs of the millions of people screwed over by the political and economic establishment. Finally, people power beats corporate power, but only when we're big and organised enough. So we're going to go to every corner of this country to offer the skills, knowledge and training people need to join the fight. If you believe that change doesn't start or end in Parliament, but instead comes from the collective strength and wisdom of everyday people, well then the Green Institute is for you. The Institute will be a new kind of movement building organisation, one that offers the education, policy, research, strategy and ideas we need to win a better future. We have a big ambitious plan and I can't wait to tell you more over the next weeks and months. And we're going to need your help to pull it off. So sign up or donate if you can and let's get to work building the movement.
That's so wonderful, and the movement, we know that Margaret Breakers has been the engine of the movement, but if someone wants to speak something more from Australia, the Green Institute, please, where's yours? Max? Alice, was that all from Green Institute, or?
Yes, it was only the video, Frank, from Green Institute. So you can move.
No speech. Okay.
No speech.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Then next we'll go to Westminster Foundation for Democracy, which is based in the UK. And we have Begum Bayan, who will speak to us. The floor is yours.
Hi, everyone. First of all, I just want to say thank you to the hosts, to the other panelists. It's great to be here and participate in this panel with our wonderful colleagues. My name is Begum, and I'm a senior program officer covering Green Party projects within the multi-party office at the Westminster Foundation for Democracy. And I'll speak about the work that my organization does and how we support green parties, starting by briefly introducing the work that we do at the multi-party office. So our office was set up to support smaller political parties in the United Kingdom and provide them with the capacity so that they could implement international programs, which often includes the UK parties working with their sister parties abroad. And overall, the aim of the multi-party office is to implement programs that strengthen political parties abroad so that they can become more responsive, accountable, and representative actors within the political spaces that they operate in. Now, currently, the multi-party office supports several different UK political parties, with the Green Party of England and Wales being one of them, and this also being a major part of my work portfolio. So moving on, I also want to talk about what our work looks like and what it means practically. Our programs are essentially partnerships that focus on sharing experiences, peer-to-peer learning, and best practices. And the programs could cover a range of many different topics, including things like strengthening internal party system, improving party outreach and engagement, also things like supporting evidence-based and inclusive policymaking and increasing participation for underrepresented and marginalized communities. And again, this work can be done through sister parties, regional networks, or through civil society partners who can directly work with the political parties. Now, for the programs that we've had with the Green Party of England and Wales in the past, this often meant working closely with international green partners across different regions, particularly around things like environmental policies and broader topics related to democratic values. With this, our programs have focused on themes like candidate development and policy development, especially focusing on a local level, but also at the national level as well. And in practice, this meant partnering with sister parties and regional networks to deliver activities, to deliver trainings and workshops, to strengthen practices, campaign strategies, and also party structure, and overall trying to create more opportunities for green politics to grow and emerge in different contexts. So I think I'll stop here, as I think this gives a good overview of the type of work that we do at the multi-party office. And to sum it up, it's aimed at having stronger and more connected green parties and movements who are able to become more inclusive, representative, and effective actors in the context that they operate in. Thank you so much for listening, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the discussions.
Frank, are you there?
I think we lost him.
Okay. Thank you so much. everyone. So I'm going to introduce the next speaker, who is going to be from Green Forum. This is Therese Hansman, who is the Secretary General to Green Forum from Sweden. The floor is yours, Therese.
Thank you, Lucy. I just want to say that Pamela from the Green Group is here. I think she was supposed to speak before me, but just so you know that she is here because Frank said that she's not here. But
Yes.
I can go. Yeah, just so you.
Yeah, thank you. She'll
you're
speak
aware.
after you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, perfect. Cool. Thank you. Hi, everyone. My name is Therese Näsman, and I'm the Secretary General of Green Forum Sweden since 8 years now. First, of course, I want to start with thanking Global Greens for the work that you've been doing in bringing together the green political world for 25 years now, and for these 2 inspiring days. And thank you for inviting us and being such a great partner. I think today, in this world that we are living, this is more important than ever. Bringing people together and showing that hope and compassion can win over hate is crucial. We need more equality, more social justice, more trust, more unity and inclusiveness, more intergenerational dialogue, more environmental understanding and care, more peace and more hope. And to this, we as Greens are the answers. We as Greens have the solutions to be that hope. But we have to face it. We as Greens today are not always great at communication and winning elections, building narratives and setting agendas. Now, working with parties now globally for almost a decade, I see this as one of our biggest challenges as a movement moving forward. We have great politics and policies, but we lack power. And this is something I really think we need to focus on to change. We need more political influence, and I think we need to work together, much more strategic to solve this. Because we see glimpses here and there of successes that goes up and down, but how can we as a movement leverage this together, understanding what's creating these successes and the narratives and the communication that makes us win? Because in comparison to what we stand up against with the far right and these movements, we are often standing short when it comes to narratives and communication. And I think we as a movement have to address this, even if we not necessarily love this part of the job. But this is one of the areas that we work with, and for you who have not heard of Green Forum, we are the Swedish political foundation affiliated to the Green Party in Sweden, where the Green Party elects our board. Our mission is to accelerate the transition to sustainable democratic societies by increasing green political influence. And how do we do this? Well, we are supporting green political parties and organizations by providing networking, trainings, and financial support, all based on the partner's needs or the party's needs. We are trying to decolonialize development cooperation as much as possible, knowing that the structure in itself is problematic. We are also trying to support green principles in political systems. So this is mainly in countries where there are no green parties. Then we work with all parties in parliaments and on different topics such as increased participation and influence of women and youth. We as an organization also in forums where we are in multi-party settings, donors, other actors are advocating for green principles. So when it comes to our Green Party work, we support parties that want to increase their political influence and win elections. So we work with the parties to become more visible, improve their communication, strengthen their institutional capacities, strengthen women and youth influence, green ideology, policies, and political programs, building alliances and coalitions. And I'm going to take this opportunity to shout out, because we are looking for new partners, and a call will come out in May. So if you are interested in partner with Green Forum, and you are from an ODA countries, then keep your eyes open and apply if you want. So again, happy 25th anniversary to Global Greens, and thank you for having us here and for doing the work you're doing. So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Therese, and your words, and thank you for being one of our great partners in your great work. And we will move on to the next speaker. So we are giving some space to introduce Pamela Bartlett Quintanilla. She is a team leader, stakeholder engagement and outreach unit for the Greens European Free Alliance in the European Parliament. And also they are a co-sponsor as well. So I wanted to give the space for 5 minutes to Pamela. Pam, if you're on the call. Oh, yes, I can see you. Sorry. The floor is yours.
Thanks, Elise. Thanks very much. And excited and happy again to be here on the second day. I won't, like yesterday, take up too much time. But yeah, as one of the co-sponsors, of course, one of the reasons why we wanted to fund and support this organization is that because we really strongly believe in the power of cooperation amongst green families, and also, of course, the power of global cooperation, which is something that we need to continue to foster. I was asked to answer the question how the group in the European Parliament can serve the global Greens. I alluded to this a little bit yesterday, but today maybe I just wanted to emphasize that, of course, we all know the impact of Eurocentric decision-making on the rest of the world. I wanted to maybe share a little bit with you how, instead of the EU influencing everyone else, maybe we can think how you could influence us. Because I see, as we all know, you all see it as well, that we're going in a terrible direction here in Europe. We've even had Ursula von der Leyen, the president of the European Commission, saying, and then apologizing for it later, but still saying that the EU is not responsible for an international world-based order. So who is then? Is it on us? What we can do then collectively as actors who are pushing for progress, peace and justice globally is, of course, we are an institutional actor. We do sit inside the European Parliament, and we do have a power to legislate, even if we are only 53 out of the 700 and odd members of the European Parliament. And this is because we managed to, by working in partnership and really with conjoined messaging and conjoined strategies, put pressure on the European Commission to deliver when it needs to deliver. And these are difficult moments, but we are still managing to have success to push forward the Commission when it comes to maintaining some modicum of climate ambition, and hopefully still delivering an industrial transition which we believe should be green and just. So we do work quite a lot on back-channeling our demands to the President of the European Commission, Ursula von der Leyen. But of course, there's also parliamentary work that we could do together. So of course, you all are very much aware that the European Union policies are far-reaching and cover many different topics. Things that could be organized inside the scope of the European Parliament are, for example, debates on different international affairs. And of course, resolutions are things that we adopt where the European Parliament calls on other governments to, for example, respect human rights or whatever the topic may be. The Parliament also organizes a lot of different hearings in the committees. These are spaces and places for your voices to be heard. We are often asked as a parliamentary group who should be invited to testify in front of the European parliamentarians. And this is obviously a window or a platform that's a possibility for you to be also heard and seen. Less institutional ways of doing this is, of course, we could also just organize our own events inside the European Parliament. If you come and visit us, it's also good for you to have content showing you, in positions of power, so that hopefully also on your channels, you can show to all your followers that you are a serious, credible force with a little bit of a logo, EU logo, behind you. To the extent that works on your channels. It might not, of course. Of course, also we have our members who have their following, they have their lists, they have their channels. They are a key source of amplifiers, so they can amplify your messages as well. And of course, as I said last time, if you're ever in Brussels, do let us know, because this is an important platform. But if you would also like some members of the European Parliament to visit you, don't hesitate to reach out, because this may also create a buzz in your country. I think other things that would be useful for us to do in a conjoined manner, I mean, we are all suffering the same narrative wars, right? I think the attacks that we get as Greens have been the same and consistent for many years, and it's probably one of the reasons why they have been so successful. Whereas I think I was hearing someone earlier saying that we Greens are sometimes impatient. So sometimes we run a campaign, we see it's not gaining traction, and then we switch to the next thing. Whereas actually these are things that we need to keep banging on about for 20, 30, 40 odd years. We would like then to ally ourselves with you to understand what could be good counterattacks to all of these classical attacks that all of us are getting globally. We are interested to learn also from you how you're mobilizing people, how you're bringing them closer to a very sometimes untangible policy that we're pushing. Especially us in Brussels, we have the difficulty of being surrounded in acronyms and secrecy, and it's impossible to kind of break through. And I think one thing that we all collectively need to do, and for that we are really happy to take your examples of victories and wins, is to show and demonstrate, A, what people power can achieve, and B, to show that politics does make a difference to people's lives. Too often people are apathetic and they believe, oh, no matter what I vote, it won't make a single difference. And I think it's a duty that we have to continuously educate, oh, now the pensions are lower because the government has changed, and to really all of us be doing this kind of messaging, I think will collectively strengthen us as a movement. So just to say, you have more than one friend here in Brussels. Don't hesitate to reach out, and we are here to support you however we can. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Pam. And as I said before, the Green Institute is one of our co-sponsors, our funders, and we would like to thank them for their work that they do with us. And so we will move to a video that we will show from Heinrich Böll Stiftung, and the speaker will be Charlotte Anastal Jan. So
congratulations to 25 years Global Greens from Berlin, from the Heinrich Böll Foundation. We are a green political foundation based in Germany with 34 offices globally. So we are at your service to support you in your struggle and battle for green society, for a green future everywhere on the global level. And my name is Jan-Philipp Albrecht. I've been one of the founders of the Global Young Greens in 2007 in Nairobi, and I always remember how beautiful it is to meet together on a global level, all the friends in our struggle for a green future, and to help each other and learn from each other in this struggle, which is global. It's good that we have the Global Greens, and it's good that you come together. And it's also important for us as a foundation to see what are your demands and your needs in this struggle, and how can we be helpful with our work as a think tank, as a network with civil society organizations around green political actors, but also as a political education actor, which is trying to really get green political views towards people who are maybe not even politically interested yet. So please let us know what you think can be helpful in our work, and also keep us informed about the Global Green work and celebrations you're having right now.
Thank you, Tech, for the video. Okay, our next speaker is from Herbert Daniel Green. So we have Alessandro Scalfo. Sorry if I said your name wrong. 32 is the Belgians French-speaking Green is from the Belgians French-speaking Green Party, Ecolo's international secretary. He started as a European political analyst with a master's degree in political science, specializing in European policies and the politics of EU member states, with extensive experience in the field of social security systems at both national and European levels. His work focuses on the development and implementation of green social policies. A committed member of the Green Movement for over a decade, Alessandro has been actively involved with the Federation of Young European Greens, FYEG, and the European Green Party, EGP. In 2024, he stood as a Greens candidate, continuing his commitment for a more inclusive, social, and greener society. I will give the floor to you, Alessandro. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Alice, for the introduction, and good evening, everyone from sunny Brussels. I think it's important, as is quite rare in Brussels to have the sun, so it is important to notice it. Thank you very much for the organization of such an ambitious event, and thanks a lot for the opportunity given to my party, Ecolo, as you said, Alice, the Belgian French-speaking Greens, to join all of you in celebrating the 25th anniversary of the Global Greens. We are thrilled to share this milestone with the entire Green family from around the world. 25 years is a remarkable stepping stone for any green movement. We know it, and in Ecolo, we know this journey pretty well. I would like to reflect with you on the few minutes I have with you on my party history when Ecolo marked its own 25th anniversary back in 2005. I know Ecolo is not that young anymore. Back in 2005, we were reflecting on a new era for us. Just a few years earlier, in 1999, we achieved an historic breakthrough. After a strong electoral success, Ecolo entered the government in Belgium for the very first time ever. This was a triumphant moment when green ideals moved from the margins to the heart of power, proving that Greens and progressive values could not only win at the polls, but also shape national policies. Together with our Dutch-speaking counterparts, Groen, we were part of the so-called Rainbow Coalition, and our minister's dedication drove real change back then, introducing a brand new political agenda Belgium had ever seen before. Already in 1999, we championed sustainable policies that still endure today. We passed the landmark law limiting nuclear energy use, accelerating Belgium's shift towards renewable energy. And obviously, Ecolo stood also firmly for societal progress. As key partners in the coalition, the Rainbow Coalition, the Greens supported the legalization of the same-sex marriage, marking Belgium as a pioneer of the LGBTQ+ rights, as second country in the world to make it happen. These victories institutionalized green politics, transforming Ecolo from a protest movement into a credible governing force and elevating issues like energy, mobility, and equality to the top of the national Belgium agenda. I share this nostalgic story with you because I truly believe that the global green family is walking a similar path today in 2026. We now pass a green wave era and facing quite some challenges that some of your session and previous speaker rightfully pointed out without obviously mentioning the rise of right-wing narratives. Nevertheless, our common history shows resilience. Bringing back to our experience in power in early 2000s, Ecolo bounced back very stronger, inspiring a new generation that fueled today's successes. And not only just political successes, but real green successes. The same potential awaits us all. Our movement has all the ingredients to reignite green hope, transition society for a better, greener future, and empower the youth who will carry out our vision forward. I really, truly believe that the best is indeed yet to come. And thank you and happy birthday once again to the Global Greens.
Thank you so much, Alessandro. Our next speaker from Herbert Daniel Green, Yuriko Toledo, is an apology and had a presentation ready for us, So I just wanted to mention our partner. The next partner I want to introduce, but before I do, we may go over time. So just for people to be aware of that. So we now have Fun5 International, Manuel Diaz. Dr. Manuel Diaz is the president of the International Environmental Foundation Green Life Fun5, a coordinating member of the Greens Foundation's Commission of the Federation of Green Parties of the Americas, World Vice President of the Greens Citizen Foundation, founder of the Ecological Movement of Venezuela, former executive co-president of the FPVA. He was an executive of Global Greens. Currently, he leads the International Green Cross movement in Venezuela, and he is also a leader of the World Green Citizen Project. So, Dr. Manuel Diaz, I can see you. When you are ready to speak, you have the floor. Thank you.
Primero, permítame habilitar la video, por favor. Estaré hablando en español. Si se puede habilitar el...
Vale, momentito, perdón.
Bueno, muchísimas gracias. En principio, desde Venezuela, América Latina, de América, mando un gran saludo y es un privilegio para la Fundación Ambiental Internacional Vida Verde, FUNVIVE, poder celebrar estos 25 años de la Global Green. Desde nuestra fundación hemos creído que la transformación ambiental no conoce fronteras y hemos entendido lo que es la ecopolítica gracias a la Global Green, uniéndolo a lo ecosocial. Somos una alianza que respira acción climática y biodiversidad. Trabajamos incansablemente para que cada ciudadano del continente se convierta en un guardián activo de nuestra casa común. Podemos pasar el siguiente, por favor, y las dos próximas láminas. No solamente hablamos de futuro, lo construimos con métrica. Hemos certificado a miles de voluntarios. Quisiera pasar la siguiente, por favor. Y en ese orden de idea, hemos elevado la cultura ambiental a un estándar profesional. Hemos realizado 3 congresos mundiales de ciudadanía verde en el 2015, en el 2021 y en el 2023. Y eso no solo han sido eventos, son laboratorios de soluciones donde la ética y la ciencia se encuentran para cumplir los objetivos de desarrollo sostenible. En todos estos eventos ha participado la Global Green y los líderes verdes de América y de otras partes del mundo. Quisiera que pasaran a las 2 láminas siguientes, por favor. Next. En ese sentido, el mundo cambió, el movimiento verde también debe cambiar, debe liderizar estos cambios y presentamos una disrupción verde 5.0, que es nuestra forma de tecnología que utiliza la inteligencia artificial para monitorear el impacto ambiental, que es una herramienta poderosa que permite a las instituciones de ciudadanos medir su huella y certificar sus acciones con una precisión nunca antes vista. Por ello, en FUNVIVE llevamos el proyecto mundial de la ciudadanía verde. Necesitamos ciudadanos verdes para fortalecer a los partidos verdes, para fortalecer las ciudades verdes y para fortalecer la Global Green. Y ese es uno del centro de proyectos verdes que tiene nuestra fundación en América, con la prueba mundial de cultura clima y con diferentes aristas de proyectos en diferentes áreas, desde la biodiversidad, el cambio climático, los desechos sólidos, el agua, etcétera, etcétera, para abordar todos estos temas. Por eso, la siguiente, por favor, damos un paso audaz hacia la transparencia total con nuestros pasaportes verdes, con la acción de conservación que queda registrada en forma inalterable. Y este pasaporte, junto al sello verde internacional, otorga una identidad global al esfuerzo local, permitiendo que la sostenibilidad sea un activo verificable y valorado en cualquier mercado. Por ejemplo, nosotros hemos tenido trabajo con Green Forum, con los líderes jóvenes verdes en las Américas, y en esta oportunidad quisiéramos que todos esos jóvenes salieran, más allá de su proyecto, certificados como ciudadanos verdes. Así hemos trabajado con la Henry Ball y con otras organizaciones de manera particular. Siguiente, por favor, next. Y en esa dimensión de esta innovación disruptiva, en esta plataforma, con la inteligencia artificial, certificando en tiempo real y ver nuestro avatar que se llama Gaia Verde. Nuestra mega diversidad en las Américas, siendo el pulmón del mundo y donde la Fundación Ambiental Internacional Vida Verde es el corazón que late esta protección, porque es la primera IA en materia ambiental que desarrollamos en América y creo que tiene otras locaciones importantes. Los invito entonces a integrarnos, a unir esfuerzos todas estas fundaciones en este aniversario de la Global Green para cristalizar los sueños que cada una de nuestras instituciones tiene plasmada como partner de la Global Green. Los invito a que nos integremos con estas tecnologías en nuestra red global. No hay tiempo que perder, siempre lo hemos dicho los verdes, porque el futuro es verde, es digital y es colaborativo. Gracias a la Global Green en estos 25 años que vamos a los próximos más fuertes que nunca. Quisiera pasar las otras láminas, por favor, la siguiente y la siguiente, a los fines de señalar que estamos muy entusiasmados de aportar a la Global Green el proyecto de la ciudadanía verde mundial con sello verde, sello Global Green y sello desde América Latina. Muchísimas gracias.
Gracias, Dr. Muñoz Diaz, and thank you for your words and your work, and we appreciate you as one of our partners. So now we will move to our Global Greens co-conveners, Bodil and Frank, to give some words of congratulations and to close our event. Bodil and Frank, are you on the call?
I am here.
Yes.
So, and I don't know if Frank is back.
I can see him.
You can see him.
Yes.
Go first, Frank.
Thank you very much, Alice, and to thank everyone who has invited to be in this gathering since yesterday. And we thank all the panelists once again and all the participants who have managed to make this 25 years Global Green celebration a success. It is such really a good vision. We thank also all the institutes, the Greens, the European Parliament, the EFA, and the Green Institute for the generous contributions they made to make this a success. And yeah, we're also so grateful to our co-founders, Margaret Breakers, Senator Bob Brown, and others who endeavored to make this a success in Canberra, Australia. So thank you so much to all of you. We are looking forward to having a great, successful next Congress in the Americas, and I hope to see you all there. Thank you. Next, buddy.
Okay, thank you, Frank. I want to start telling Jenny that I just really want to thank her for all her help in the tech support.
Mute.
Am I mute?
No, we can hear you.
I'm kicked out.
I can hear you, Bodil.
We can hear you.
Yeah, I'm back again because I live in Spain, in a very developed country, but my internet connection is not always very stable. So now I hope you hear me.
Yeah, myself.
Yes, I don't see myself. Okay. Thank you very much, Jenny, for the help you have given us with the tech support. It hasn't been easy because we are not always very organized, but we've made it to the end. And I'm really thankful that you helped us to do that. I also want to thank all of the rest of you who have been working, just as I did yesterday. The whole team I presented you yesterday. I'm really happy we have had so many participants all the time, both yesterday and today, not all the time, not all hours, but at least coming and going. And I see a lot of names I knew from before. My takeaway from this event is that I see a real need for more networking. I see how you have been networking during 2 days with each other in the chat. Even when we were waiting to start, there was already networking going on. We had the networking breakout rooms. We have had a lot of networking during the time with each other. And I think, and the question I put to some of the participants was, do you want us to do it more often? To have a kind of networking. And that is the answer I got, that yes, we want to network more and that we have all the possibilities in the world to do. The 25-year celebration is the whole year. It's not only today and yesterday. We celebrate the whole year and we have a lot of opportunities to do different events in our countries and in our parties and together in our regions, federations, and of course we can have the final New Year's event as we used to have before. So thank you very much. Let's meet more, let's discuss, let's be more together, more united, and don't forget that we are a family, because it's so easy to just be focused on what you are doing for the moment in your country, the political questions there. But yes, we are so many and together we are strong. And that's the question. Thank you very much.
Great. Thank you very much, Bodil and Frank, for your closing words. They're greatly appreciated. And now officially our event has ended. 2 days of great, amazing work across the world from all of our greens. But now we will have, if people wanted to stay around, we will have a networking session for around 30 minutes, and there are some breakout rooms that have been organized. So we have again 6 breakout rooms that people can join and network with each other if you want to stay on the call for a little bit longer. Thank you very much, everyone.